Hello Capricorn, this is Heather here with Earth Empress. We're going to do your March 2019 reading today. Just kind of shuffling up a little bit, getting ready for this deck. Before I begin, I'd just like to let y'all know, full disclaimer, that this might not resonate with everyone. And if it does resonate, that's beautiful, that's wonderful. And if it happens not to resonate, please don't leave comments, concerns in there. Just feel free to click on another link. There are a ton of amazing, incredible YouTube readers out there. So there might be one just for you. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, Capricorn. Let's see. All right, Spirit. Energy for Capricorn March. Oh, wow, Cap. You are coming in. Okay. So the first card that we had pop out was your nice little King of Cups. I'm not sure if you're connecting with a water sign possibly, or if this is actually your energy in the moment. Maybe Cap, you're feeling a little bit more open, looking for a little bit of give and take when it comes to relationship with love. Your King of Cups, they tend to keep their feelings pretty well reserved. They are very intense, deeply emotional people, but they don't always let it show on the surface. And I feel like that's somewhat of a trait that Caps tend to share with this King of Cups energy. Just because every Capricorn that I've come across, they tend to reserve outwardly, and then inwardly they are discombobulated with so many emotions. It's hard to tell. So whether this is your energy you're embodying or someone else's, you do have your water. And then next came in your Hermit card. So this is someone that's going in on a deep, intense spiritual journey. This is trying to find the light, trying to find your soul's purpose, trying to find the meaning of why. You know, why am I doing things this way? What do I want to change? What do I need to change? What more is out there for me? Am I headed down the right path? You know, in traditional tarot, this card's represented by someone carrying the light. Well, in this deck, this is someone that's literally gone out, you know, on their own in search of the light. So with the Hermit, it tends to be light from within, almost. Like you find your spirit, your light that gets ignited and the spark of soul in you. So maybe some Caps are out there on that journey right now. Very spiritual journey. If you have this Hermit card especially, maybe it's you coming to a point to where your emotions, you're starting to even out the scales and balance out your emotions. And then you're finally realizing, okay, I want more out of life. And so you go on this spiritual journey almost where you're trying to figure out exactly what it is you do want. And I only say that because we did have the Fool pop out. And this lovely Fool card is another major arcana. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 out of the 5 cards that are majors. So this is a very universally driven, meant to happen kind of cycle in your life right now. Yeah, this Hermit energy, you go in search of your soul's purpose, and then the Fool is all about taking that, you know, step. The Fool is literally starting over from the ground up. It's going after what you want with enthusiasm and, you know, somewhat, I don't want to say naive, but almost like this big hope in your heart that, you know where you're headed, you know where your purpose is, you know what you're going for. And I do feel that because the Emperor did come out right after the Fool. They came out together pretty much. And this Emperor, which is Aries energy as well, fire, very strong. But this Emperor to me is, I call him my CEO card. He is very self-sufficient, very in charge, very commanding, but it's natural. It's not always obstructive. This isn't someone that always has to go in and just, you know, take a situation and completely, you know, redirect and reconstruct. And no, it's just a natural commanding presence is what I'm feeling with these cards. So maybe this is the Hermit, you know, going in this journey, coming into your power a little bit more. You know, being a little bit more discerning in what you do and do not want in your life. And then you had the Chariot come out as well, which is the card of Cancer. But this is also forward movement. This is taking charge, you know, heading towards, I feel, what you really want, Cap. Yeah, this is beautiful. I mean, this Fool energy and this Emperor, this is someone that knows what they want. This is someone that figures it out. and then you go in and you just charge forth. The universe basically just pushes you forth into it. Once it is, you figure out exactly what it is you want. Now, granted, this is general reading, so this could be vice versa. This could be someone you're connecting with, or this could be the cross watcher if you are watching. Either way. What do we have? 3 of Wands and 3 of Cups wanted to pop out, but it did not. We have a Knight of Cups. So definite, someone coming in with love. This is definitely love coming in. Some kind of offer. I tend to feel like that with pages, but sometimes with that Knight of Cups, this is someone that comes in and they want to be that knight in shining armor, so to say. Yeah, whether it's you or someone else, Cap, again, this is Cups, so this is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this is someone that is definitely, you can just tell by the graphics on the cards. I love these cards. They just feel the love, and it's so funny how you have this King of Cups who, you know, you go from your knight to your queen to your king, and your King of Cups is someone that you can see has 2. He has both. He has the pitcher and he has the cup because he's reached king status. You know, and then this is someone that is a Knight of Cups, a little bit younger energy, but it's not so immature as a Page of Cups could tend to be. And this cup is literally over their heart. And they have that look on their face like they are just completely satisfied. Like they found it. They found that purpose, that feeling, that emotion, that moment, you know, where it hits you and you're just like, oh man, you know, this is it. This is it. That's what I'm feeling with this card. And then this card came, you had your Hierophant come out right after that. This is, of course, Taurus energy, but Hierophant, it's spiritual. It's heavily spiritual in nature. A lot of people use it as a commitment card, and it very well may be. Maybe this Knight of Cups comes in with this feeling, or a 2 cap, and then a commitment follows, or it could be this feeling of self-fulfillment and love that's coming in, and heading towards higher learning, you know, asking more questions, spiritually becoming in tune with yourself. It could really go either way, generally speaking. You know, apply it as it resonates. But you do have this Tower that follows right after this Hierophant. So I feel like this is some kind of learning that does come in, some kind of insight, something, because this Tower moment happens. So whether it's with a person who represents this watery energy, or it's because of, you know, you have like a aha moment. Because I've never really noticed this with this card, but for some reason it's standing out to me. It's almost like a halo, like a light, you know, comes on. And then this moment comes in and you're like, oh, you know, lightning strikes, literally lightning strikes. And it completely transforms things. It completely, you know, and that's the point of the Tower. It's not to shake us up and terrify us. It is to come in and shake things up to transform us. It's, you know, for a higher good. And it is funny that it does come in, because then you have that 7 of Wands energy. And that's an energy of a lot of, I don't want to say aggression, but, you know, conflicts. But with this card, the energy that's represented, the way that they intentionally made the card, was to cut out the, you know, what doesn't serve you. It's almost like a sword somewhat. And the fact that you go in, you find the conflict, and then you cut out and, you know, leave behind whatever is not going to serve you. And in doing so, you hit that 9 of Pentacles. And this energy is really good energy. This is one of my favorite cards, especially being a Taurus. This is, for me, this is my ultimate satisfaction, so to say. This is someone who's independent, who is secure with themselves, who's aware of who they are, you know, materially, spiritually, all of it. They are sound. You know, they are concrete people. And that comes from the 7 of Wands energy, this Tower energy, you know, the spirituality that's coming in with this Hierophant. So yeah, you have Hermit, Fool, Emperor, Chariot, Hierophant, Tower. You have quite a few major arcana. I'm going to just clarify a little bit. That's what I tend to do. I'm really curious what this Fool card is, honestly. This leap of faith that you're taking. Whether it's you or someone taking this leap of faith towards you or towards an experience. This one wanted to pop out, but 3 of Pentacles again. So, building, teamwork. Yeah, judgment. Yeah, this is divine. This is something that's orchestrated by the universe. That's what I kind of felt. This leap of faith, this is something I feel like has been coming for a long time. Whether it's you waiting on someone else to take this leap of faith, or you coming forward and taking it yourself. I feel like this is coming, been a long time coming. And Judgment it's coming in and saying, okay, it's time. The universe, that again, with the Tower. And it's funny because you have Judgment on top, and then right underneath, you have the Tower. So, universe will come in if we do not do it ourselves. At some point, universe will come in and say, hey, look, you have free will, but you are getting so far off the beaten path that we want you to be on. We're going to have to kick you in the butt in order to get you guided back to where you should be led. That's why we have guides, because they guide us. So I'm just kind of clarifying this Hermit. Yeah. This Hermit card. So it's definitely about going within, because this is someone that had been in that Five of Pentacles energy. This is that feeling left out in the cold. This is someone that feels like they were left behind, whether it's you or another person. And very well, this is some Virgo energy in here, but it's earthy. And then you have this Magician coming in as well. And this Magician is someone wanting to manifest this movement, manifest a sleep of faith, because it's right here beside that, and Judgment. Maybe it's you, Cap. Maybe you've been waiting on someone to come in with these cups. You've been waiting on this offer. You've been waiting on someone to come forward for a while now. Maybe it's them that needs to be spiritually awakened, or maybe you've been awakened and realized that leaving something behind, whether it's you or another person, someone was left behind in this situation. And this person that was left behind, it ended up, I feel like, being for the better, because it's awakened them a little bit. They've gone on this spiritual journey within. And maybe it's made a complete difference. And maybe that's where Judgment's coming in, because this is the path they were supposed to be on in the first place. So this Chariot, I want to, this Chariot, this movement, what is this movement about, Spirit? So we have the Moon. Yeah, I feel like it's moving towards illuminating the truth. This is someone that's coming, charging in with some kind of, truth that's going to come in. I really do. I strongly feel like someone that was left out in the cold, maybe they did it to themselves. Maybe it was their actions, and they were, had to get left behind. And in the process, they went through all this pain. This pain of this Five of Pentacles, and then this Moon. I understand it is about illuminating a truth, but to me it feels painful almost. That one came right out, that Page of Pentacles. Didn't even want to wait to be shuffled. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It's that truth coming in. It's that Moon card, and then you have that Page of Pentacles. So it's a substantial offer coming in. My thing with Pentacles that I tend to explain a lot is that sometimes it doesn't feel like the biggest offer. It's at times really small. But for being a page, it's like someone offering you love, and it's not this big declaration and this, sky and stars and you're the world and da-da-da-da. They can't serve you everything on a platter. But that little page that they give you, that offer that they're giving you, that's a piece of them. That's like the key for them. They're taking that chance and they're offering it forward. And what might not feel very big to you might feel incredibly huge and like an enormous risk to them. So keep that in mind, Cap. You're the other person again. Someone's going to offer something here, and it feels like it's like they're anxious, almost on edge. Like they're afraid. They're afraid to offer it. They're afraid to come forward. This offer's afraid. And it's like if you just take a step back and kind of see that the offer that's coming in, it's not so small. It's literally a stepping stone to something much bigger. This Tower. I'm going to clarify this little Tower moment here too. Yeah, Five of Cups. Justice coming in, yeah. Someone was definitely into some sorrow in this situation for sure. Heavy, heavy, heavy sorrow. And then the Knight of Wands comes in. Whether it's you having some fire in your chart, or someone coming in passionately, or you coming in passionately. And this is on that Tower, so that Tower moment. Someone was definitely their cups. They can't see the two in the back. That's what always gets me about this Five of Cups, is that they're so sad about this, these moments, these cups that were lost. But it's like, if you just turn around, just look. There's literally a rainbow right there and two cups right behind. And the two cups represent that soulmate relationship, that connection. That's what I always see in this card. And this is someone with that fire energy coming in. And this is justice. universe serving their nice little brand of karma, their justice coming in. So whether this is justice for you specifically, Kat, you know, coming in, and then again with the judgment and the justice, it's like balancing out the scales for both of you or for one or the other person. It feels like someone here was deeply, if not both, were deeply hurt by this loss of this connection. And what's so crazy to me is there's no indication. There was a Seven of Wands here, but I don't feel like it's particularly vicious. I feel like it's just something that needed to be done. Yeah, I'm gonna get in here and clarify. I really want to clarify this Emperor energy, because this taking charge, I feel like it's you, Cap, but it could very well be Five of Swords. Okay, so this Emperor, Five of Swords. Okay, so you have an Emperor, and then this Five of Swords came out, and then this Queen of Cups. I don't know if you can see them very well. So typically the Five of Swords, to me, it feels like a selfish victory. That's what I tend to feel with this card, especially. I feel like it's that or self-preserving victory almost, I want to say. So whether it was you or this other person, I felt like someone had to walk away because they realized there wasn't going to be victory before, the way things were. Whether it be your energy or their energy, someone did walk away, obviously, because you do have that Five of Pentacles. That makes a lot of sense. But someone did. Someone walked away because they felt like there was no victory. The way things were headed, the way things were going, the way that both energies were together at that point in time, there was no victory that was going to be had. So they had to walk away, and they took their cup of love with them. This is Queen of Cups. You know, she is very, very deep, very spiritual, very in tune. You know, she flows. Her energies and her feelings, they just flow. And yeah, it was like a hall of victory that someone had to come to. Because it's like, it's that feeling of I did what I needed to do. I did what I was supposed to do, or what I should have done, or what I felt like I should have done. But was it worth it? You know? This is crazy energy. I'm heavily feeling like someone definitely walked away or took time away or left someone intentionally out in the cold because energetically they weren't ready or the other person wasn't ready for it. It's so strange. It's very, not necessarily mixed, because it feels pretty straightforward. It feels, you know, that it's cut and dry. Someone walked away. Both were hurt in the situation. I don't particularly feel like it was an unrequited situation at all. I feel like both people were hurt in the situation, but it's like someone was more mature and they knew what had to be done in order for things to ever change, to ever move forward. Because someone did get on to some kind of spiritual path, some kind of awakening that came through. And it came through because of the distance, the separation. Alright, so I'm going to use my second deck here real quick. We're just going to see what we can get for that last little bit coming in. Alright, Spirit. What else does Kat need to know looking towards end of March into April, future energies? What does Kat need to know going into this, moving forward? Queen of Pentacles. There you are, or someone with Earth energy. And the Nine of Pentacles, when it come out, I'm taking it again because it did. It flipped. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Alright, Kat, let's get into it. So, Queen of Pentacles, gender fluid, you or the other party. Someone standing in their power, because that Queen of Pentacles, yeah. For some reason, I feel like it's you, Kat. I feel like you. And like I said, it is general, so it could be you, Crosswatcher, or it could be, you know, the other person's energy, but whoever embodied this Queen of Pentacles energy right here, they were very, very distraught. It's like they didn't want to let go. They knew they had to, yeah, because then you have that Six of Swords, not moving away. Someone didn't want to let go. They didn't want to, but they knew they had to almost, I guess. Yeah. Because you have the Seven of Swords here too. It's like there was some kind of deception, or maybe there was an energy between two, because you do have the Lovers too. And then you have this Nine of Pentacles. So someone came into their own through this connection, through this sorrow, and this movement away, this distance. It's like someone came into their power. And then they have this unbreakable connection, because this is the Lovers. And there was some kind of deceit, whether it was, you know, literal, maybe third party, or just deceit within two people. Maybe someone was lying, or it was self-deception. You know, someone kept denying what they felt, or they didn't believe what they were feeling at the time, or they didn't think that it was possible, or that it would work out. So they, you know, they didn't know, they didn't want to change. I feel like I keep getting it in my head. They didn't want to change. They weren't ready to change. They weren't ready to change their energy. They weren't ready to evolve. And then this movement forward, it's like it pushed them, because one person did walk away with sorrow in their heart. And they didn't walk away with hate, or they didn't walk away with they walked away with intention, knowing they had to. And they had to, you know, pick up those swords and take all of that. And then, yeah, you have the Lovers card, and then this Nine of Pentacles. And this is the energy, again, another Nine of Pentacles. That independence, that self-sufficiency. And then it's so funny, because I'm noticing now that owl and this owl. You know, owls are very spiritual creatures. They're bringers of wisdom. It's like unseen, and they spend a lot of time in the dark. So I feel like someone was in the dark. That's coming through very heavily for me. Someone was in the dark, and they weren't aware. And now, after this whole cycle, someone's been made aware. Someone's become spiritually aware. And it's brought forth some kind of change. Wow. Very, very spiritual cards, Cat. So I'm going to hop on here and do my little guidance universal cards real quick. Just any little messages universe has for you. Anything they want to send your way. And then we'll get you all wrapped up. Alright, universe, spirit. Any messages for Caps? Oh wow, you're getting quite a few. Okay. I am the loving energy of the universe. So definitely, universe coming in, taking control of the situation. Joy is the ultimate creator. Yeah, I feel like that's been a big thing here too, is that someone's been on this like heavy spiritual journey, and then someone has been building their independence, their sufficiency, their, you know, establishing themselves. And the way to do that, honestly, is to go within and figure out what satisfies you. Energy flows where my intention goes, again. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. When I lean toward love, I am led. So I think this is what those cups are about. I think this is the Knight. This is the King. This is the Queen. This is realizing that it's okay to love. You know, that love's what's going to guide you into your ultimate happiness in the end. And it's okay to, you know, let love lead you. And you can take a leap of faith. I mean, you can definitely. To me, the Fool is that joy card. This is someone that's happy and ready and just trust in the universe. They put their energy into it, and they trust. They trust that the universe has their back. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. That's awesome. I love when Spirit does that. Because this is full card for me. This is definitely you having faith in the universe and trusting that it's going to work out in the end. Because it will. It's all going to work out for your greater good, Cat. And with that being said, I will be wrapping up now. All right, Cat. Love and light set your way. Have a good one. Bye.